allowed as well. They can just like they don't really need because what was it saying like oh she's a domestic tea where and then it was just it's basically just like justifying it to where previously it would be like oh it's an excessive use of force or whatever, but that's going to be the standard like
Really,
So
just
Lucy, in
outside of the
a way,
jurisdiction.
with ICE, I don't know, ICE agents.
Yeah, we're allowed to just go and wig. This angle feels off. Yeah. No, it's the thing in the camera angle, isn't it? That's why it's like there's something.
Right here, her getting like the legal, how they follow through.
Well, it's, yeah, similar to what's it called? Venezuela.
Yeah.
Imposed.
Yeah.
Because that more or less is like there's no all the legal kind of like guidelines you meant to have in the country.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about doing the? We're on now, isn't it, bro? We're on, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a little more. It's working.
Let me double check that. Yes, on.
Alright, Shalom.
Lawam.
Start by saying all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadash. Double honors unto the elder apostles of great millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Alright, we're Hebrew Israelites, we come out here every week through the spirit and power of our Heavenly Father Yahweh, His Son Yahushai, who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, Makar Kodash. Alright, to basically prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, which is spoken of in the Bible, known as Babylon the Great. Alright, Babylon the Great is America. Alright, the woman that sat upon it, and the beast with seven horns, 7 heads and 10 horns, is basically named in the EU. And there's trouble in paradise, right? Because now we can see all the prophecies within the Bible coming to pass. Right, he who has ears to hear, let him hear, and eyes to see. They're gonna see that what's being said, what's happening in these days that we're currently in right now, is basically coming straight out of the Bible. Right? But if you've been blinded, if you're dumb, deaf, and blind, then basically you ain't gonna see, hear, or be able to register the things that are happening within the earth. All of a sudden, So yeah, basically, we're in that time. 2026 has started, a hot one. Right? You've had this whole thing that happened with Maduro. Right? They just swooped in, took him out of his power seat, installed someone else. In the same government's in place after all the stuff they were saying. They haven't put no one new in place. They've left whoever's there, and they've put the lady, vice,
President or what?
I don't know her. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I didn't want to say it, but I know she works within the same, governmental role.
They pardoned a bunch of people that were like basically would have been maintaining that system right up until he got grabbed up. So it's just like, what's really changed? America basically has control over the resources. That's really the key thing that's changed.
And that's it. So basically they did that, and they just, now, Maduro's out there, and they recently came out earlier today how they spoke of $4 billion worth of oil has been signed over to America. So you see the play happening right now. And the warning, the stern warning was put out to the rest of the various different nations that are basically not on the side of, proxies that are not on the side of Trump, or America, should I say. They'll basically warn ferociously that, look, if you continue to go the way you're going, that you'll feel the same.
You're next.
You're next, basically.
He said it about Mexico.
Yeah.
He said it to Colombia.
Cuba. And they'll basically, jesting in that, who should we go get next? We might as well go down to Cuba, we basically making light of it. So this is the time that we're in. Now you see as well what happened with what's up in our this girl getting this so-called white woman over in America got shot in the head, shot in the head and the body, wherever she was
Minnesota.
shot. Yeah, in Minnesota 3 times. And basically, the government over there made the most. They didn't buy Ireland. They said, yep, he was justified to do that. Ain't ICE meant to be out there rounding up illegal immigrants that are basically causing terror over in America? Why are they shooting this innocent white lady?
Civilian,
An American citizen. All right, it shows you the dynamic at play. Okay, they used it to get their foot in there, with the
immigrant crisis.
The immigrant crisis. Also, going back to Washington D.C. saying we need to get the National Guard out there.
Yeah.
All these different things to basically create a certain environment whereby they can bring about that martial law, right? A totalitarian state.
I've got a quick one for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Revelation 12. Do you want to read?
No.
He's gonna say a point.
Yeah.
Revelation 12 and 12. It says, I'll read from 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have got a short time.
And he knows he has for a short time. And now is where basically what the claws are coming out, the pitchforks coming out, all the terrible instruments of war are basically coming out. His wife. Now he's really showcasing his true nature. And that's the thing is, if you had that you had the 70s, 80s, was Heal the World, what the fuck it's called, Pudsey.
Oh, is that fuck? Yeah, of course. Children in need.
Children in need and whatever the hell, where it's
all that
nine of them, right? We're gonna heal all the issues.
Let them
in
know.
the world.
Yeah.
We're gonna heal everything. Everything's gonna be nice.
Sí, por lo
That's
menos.
black women. Now it's going back to the old spirit of fucking imperialist spirit, which everyone's that imperialist spirit everyone's recognized. But they're basically just flipping scriptures. She said,
Babylon, Babylon sirens.
I was going to say as well, even with the situation in Minnesota, they said what a car was used as a weapon. So even like on that level where it's like, they could just justify if you're driving in your car, they're nearby, they can say, okay, well, I felt threatened, I was at risk, I could have been run over, because there's been heavy resistance to ICE. You see as well, before the incident, there was like people around there nearby, they were like heckling them, calling them out, saying, get back in your car, blah, saying, they'll resist it to them. So they can just say, well, if you're driving a car, that's justified as a weapon. And it's similar things happen over here as well, where it's, like even on London Bridge, they put the bollards so you can't even get access certain parts of the car as well.
When the girl was on.
But that can be used to justify then, deadly force is justifiable in way more situations.
But this is the thing though, because in reality, what happened with the lady, that innocent white woman,
That sentence is good.
yeah. But what happened with her? Basically, it's like you make sure to get my point, man. What happened with her basically was now it's like their true colors are being shown, right? With ICE, because as I said before, ICE is out there for immigrants, right? Illegal, supposedly. How did this woman wind up getting shot to death? Right? It really shows you that these people, they're out there with they have a certain agenda, all right? And that's what I remember now. And you niggas out there that are talking about, get these immigrants, dumb Negroes, man. You retarded ass, like, you're so retarded, man. You actually think they're gonna help you? You think they care about you? No, not even clean up. They're on the side of it's America. Get these guys out of there. It was originally, us, the Native, or we are the Native Americans. FBA like to say that. Them and being the Native Americans and the whites. Listen, do you remember what you was doing when you landed over there? If you want to say your guy, he was sticking BTA belt to us. He wasn't even belt, was buckled to us, man. That guy he saw his fucking like the whole motto is make America great again. Like you man are bugged out, all right? So it really shows you lot haven't realised what's about to happen.
Well, what's happening with the ICE thing? I've got Esdras as well.
Yeah.
The ICE thing you mentioned was funny because they even turning on some Jakes,
Yeah.
actual like Negro-looking Jakes.
Yeah.
ICE is turning on them. But the
Yeah.
funny thing is, that whole ICE thing, there's the police. There's people within law enforcement that don't even like them. There's all dissension.
Yeah.
They know it's like an illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, it's like a Gestapo state.
Yeah, and the thing is as well,
Insane.
that's whatever kind of the regular police would have had running, they're just gonna throw that all into chaos. If you use like the wire, for example, it'd be like the feds or something like that, all kind of have they're running their cases. Then the FBI gets involved and they just come in with their particular approach to it, where the regular normal cops might be like, okay, they fucked up the relationship with the environment, the locals or whatever, or certain informants or whatever. But
Fucking up the cases.
I got a point. Isaiah 14 and 3 says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. It's funny as well because it's like what was Jake doing when they got over there? The hard bondage. Any Jake over there thinking there's some future of peace or safety or whatever
Felt bad.
within that land. They don't know what the hell is going on. Don't really like as far as all this basically being turned up, the heat being turned up. That's gonna apply to everyone. Bro, innocent white women
Getting gunned down.
Slain. Like, bro, it's like,
in the street.
Bro, no, that's the apple of Esau's eye, man. That tells you a lot, man.
Bro, it's like, and it's
I
like,
remember in the fucking
no one's being hanged for that. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think it was Handmaid's Tale when they put them all in them back in them cars, and had the white woman with she said a short son. I think it's like she said like.
No, you're talking about
children of men. Is it children of men? Yeah. And she said, "What am I doing with a Schwarzer?"
Yeah.
Then I'm So now you're getting, killed like a Schwarzer in America.
Yeah.
So
that means that there is no hope whatsoever for the
You don't align with the image of the beast. There's an ideal, there's a mindset that they're perpetuating to the people. If you don't pertain to that ideology, then, and this is the thing, it's happened before with I can never pronounce it. Communism, all right, down there, early prior to it becoming, a thing where it was said, oh, he's a commie. And they started to ostracize commies, all right? There was people basically saying that, look, there's so much hardship, there's so much disparity, and that was during the time of the 1930s, the Great Depression. People basically started saying, like, we should like, do away with, okay, that was the time of socialism, excuse me. But basically they were saying, let's do away with capitalism, because, there's the haves and have-nots, basically. So look, there is a. Why did I say this point? I forgot myself. There was a point you said before. No.
So verse 4 says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. And that's the thing, the king of Babylon, the oppressor. That's his role. People really are here thinking, maybe this is going to X, Y, Z, is going to be good for us. There's people that think, the implementation of AI in the long term is going to be good for people. They might think, they might then just put like UBI, then rather than people having to do like mundane or like low-level jobs, everyone's just going to be able to chase their creative pursuits and enjoy their life. But then, what's the reality of it? When you go to the Georgia Guidestones, they said on there, like the first one, maintain humanity under 500 million. That means there's a mass amount of depopulation that needs to go down for them to achieve their goal. And that's his role.
And that few years back, that miraculously got destroyed, or so by mysteriously. Sorry, not miraculously. So mysteriously got destroyed. Well, everyone started to
It
wake
got-
up
it
to
got-
the
yeah.
to the reality of it.
And only it served its purpose. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
there for you to be in the know. Now that you got the message, you know, and take it away. But you have, there's, you know, when you realize that there's certain people that, like, they never saw the Matrix growing up. They're like, oh, what's that movie? They don't know where
They
bullet
might
time
know,
comes
like,
from.
They might even know red pill. But
Yeah,
they don't even know.
But I know what you're saying, but let me just say my point quickly so we can get back to the scripture. But they don't know. You missed the generation. You know, you weren't around. So the it was for you to get the message, and if you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. All right, because this is how this word is going. It's here today, gone tomorrow. If you're not paying attention, this thing will escape you. All right, and that's how it's gonna come like a thief in the night. That's why you're gonna have people get caught out there. Because like even right now, the people walking up and down the road, and they're oblivious to what tone has been set from the beginning of this year.
Oh yeah,
You got Trump talking about taking Greenland.
yeah.
Like people ain't even, you know, that politically you don't understand the ramifications of what he's saying. Like if you understand what that means, you know, that's basically a tyrannical move, right?
The thing is like he said it before, but the context we have now is, bro, he sent in the squad, sent in the boys to go grab up Maduro. That motherfucker was in New York.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a conquest. It wasn't anything, bro. The operation happened. Then he was in New York, bro. Like the
They
following
go to
morning.
Congress. There was no deliberating. No one said that Trump, you might need to think about this.
No.
This might not work well in international law if they, you know, once you come out of your presidency. Because guess what? He's not looking at things as if he's going to be taken out of power.
And my man, Nathaniel Rothschild said, "Well done, Trump." He clapped.
There you go.
He sent him a tweet. You know,
Yeah, that says a
they
lot.
got through the social media. He sent him a tweet. Well done. He clapped. Nathaniel Rothschild.
That says a lot because if a
Well done,
Rothschild is
Trump.
basically clapping for Trump, applauding his actions, that means that yes, this is the man for the job. We're gonna have to keep him in power.
Yeah,
That's basically how they look at it, right?
yeah.
I got
yeah.
one more. Says, how the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. Verse 5. The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Come on, if that doesn't describe Esau, who the hell is that, man? A continual stroke of oppression, man. It's to the point where people are so continuously fucking getting whipped by the oppression. Everyone just giving up in the system. Like
Stockholm syndrome.
Stop. There you go. There's no real rebels left in this society except for the elect. The Lord's grinded it, like let Esau grind society down to that extent.
Yeah.
People are gone nowadays, man. The moral compass of people is gone. People don't want to stand for anything anymore. It's finished, bro. Only the elect are standing, which is through the scriptures. But the point is, Esau's continuously grinding the citizens of the world, man.
And that's why like I said before, you dumb two-third Negroes. Like, you don't ain't thinking, because you're thinking, yeah, get rid of them. But then you don't know once they're gone, once they're out of the way, it's back to regular scheduled programming.
Exactly.
Which is you are the only thing in the way of what of establishing their NWO and their agenda.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And really, you're the key. See, the thing
That's
is,
the
Jake
thing
is
they
the
don't
key.
realize.
It comes to prophecy, it comes to the scriptures.
And even this whole thing with Ice and Issachar and the Spanish-speaking tribes, eventually the Jakes are going to have to link up according to the scriptures.
Yeah.
If two-thirds are going to have to, there's going to be a bond that's going to have to strike with them to get at East. So it's all prophetic. So you saying that, you know, because you got some Jakes, get them out of the Jake, that's them little schisms that the Lord's going to have to do away with, because he's going to start getting at you also too. It's just always Judah, the head tribe is always the last to see things.
Hard-headed.
Yeah, man.
It says what? He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. Yeah, that's the thing. Is as soon as the opportunity arises to come against him, well, no one's going to protect him and defend him. Because why? Everyone now is seeing a man's true nature. And that's why it's like the Greenland talk is serious talk now. Because why? It's been really fresh in everyone's mind. Like, yo, this guy just sent in a squad to grab this Maduro geezer, and the country may as well not exist. It's a vassal state. It's the 52nd state.
And Greenland technically is under like What they,
Denmark.
Denmark, yes,
Kingdom
ours
of
and all
Denmark.
that. Kingdom of Denmark and all that. Which you got a lot of Jake up in the Greenland anyway.
Yeah.
And they don't even fuck with Esau and shit. You know, the Inuits and they don't fuck with Esau. But anyway, Greenland. So basically, Trump's going at his own. Really by saying, listen, all and that's why NATO ain't fucking with him.
Yeah.
People are getting annoyed with him.
He's putting it in jeopardy, but that's all through the spirit power of the Heavenly Father and His Son and the Holy Spirit. Why? Because as it says in Revelation 17, it says that they will agree for a season, but then there'll be a moment where that bond will be broken. And that's what we're seeing. This man is been sent as the greatest antagonist of our time. This guy is the devil of devils. Right? He even rubs devils
That says a lot. If you can do that,
He's making Esau.
you a special kind of motherfucker.
That's the thing is, even the rank and file as well, they're kind of like, yo, he's basically exposing their game. Because a lot of them, it's like, catch them in the sticks by themselves, they'll revert to their true nature. But then it's like, in the cities, they what is it, Get Out?
Yeah.
They'll be able to put on the show.
Yeah.
But then you catch them by themselves, then all that gets revealed. And that's the thing is really Trump exposing it on a global scale. Where everyone's seeing like, damn, like why was it on reference to this place?
And the funny thing is, bro, you know what's funny? See how things move so fast. People have even forgotten about that whole state of Palestine thing. You know, where's all the hype with that? See how quickly things move.
No one even cares. And the funny thing is,
that's how quickly things move, man.
America's involved in like trying to set up what is it called, New Gaza, whatever the hell they're saying.
Yeah, they got a new
like
program.
Basically rebuilding there and just establishing it as another U.S. vassal state.
Yeah.
That's the thing is what Trump's doing. He's basically going back to the old Roman spirit. And that's the thing is that didn't really go anywhere. But it's just as far as for the UK, the reason why the British aren't doing it is because they ain't got no means.
They've been dead.
They can't. The French can't do it. The Germans can't do it. But then it's what America really has the means to just go out and extend their will as they so desire.
That's the power branch of really the military branch of the kingdom of Esau, really, man. But that proves that Trump is really America's really over Europe. Over NATO and the EU.
Yeah.
The head of it is the beast, which is America, man. Can't you see the scriptures are playing out, bro. The whore that sit upon the beast is America, man. That's it.
Many rulers as well.
Yeah, with the nations and all that. Yeah, so America, which is the whore that sit upon the beast, that's the prophecy playing out, man. America sits on top of all of these European countries, man. They're under Babylon. I've got a scripture.
No, I'm done.
Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. It says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be
Specifically.
Right, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, that social unrest. Because that's the thing is people look at it as well. The event with the innocent white lady being shot and killed with basically impunity is the thing with the innocent white lady being shot with impunity is that it's basically the down the line of all these offences is eventually you'll get. The thing is, there was already resistance in that video. There's already been no resistance to to ICE, but then ICE is really still only seen as focus on they're only getting illegals or whatever as they talk about it. But then when it becomes evident, it's just the general people, the resistance is going to get more harsh. When they're like, okay, well, if I'm going to, if they can just come up and do whatever they want, they might be like, fuck it, I will get into a shootout with them. Maybe I'll just, there'll be a violent resistance. And that's the thing is what is the order of chaos. As far as ICE being released into the mix, that's just pure chaos. They're basically the level of training for like the average US cop isn't even notable anyway. But then these guys were just like they're like ideologues. They're basically been given, okay, you got gun, you got power, you can go around and do whatever you like. It's no wonder that that she ended up getting weak. Because why? They just want to go out there and be like, okay, they feel they're righteous in what they're doing. And then as more of that chaos comes, it's going to escalate.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get to that complete mess where they're going to be able to come and go, okay, we need to bring the military.
They come in your houses.
Yeah?
They're already doing that. There was one thing I see with the ICE agent chased this DoorDash driver, a woman, and she ran into someone's house, and it's like a civilian Edomite woman's house. The DoorDash driver ran into, and then the fucking ICE agents came into tried to get in the person's house and all that. They came to the window, to the garden. Where's the DoorDash driver? It was like some Ecuadorian motherfucker they're chasing. And you know what as well, it's beautiful that it shows you too. Esau never fuck with you, tribe. It doesn't matter how high yellow you motherfuckers think you is. Esau don't fuck with you, man. You know them Jesus Christos, the tribe. Esau showing you he don't fuck with you. You come in America, he's arresting your fucking Latino ass,
You
man.
might have thought,
You might think some of them Latinos think that they're Edomites and shit. Oh no, I'm Spanish. No, you're not, man. You motherfucking, you are Aztec. You know, it's embarrassing, man. You know, you see what you think. Some of them Mexicans, some of them Latin tribes, what they'll do is they'll actually call themselves, "Nah, I'm Spanish blood." You go to Spain, they're looking at you like a European Edomite. They're looking at you like stay in the fucking la ghetto. Like, get you. They're kicking you like I've been there. When you been to Spain and you go to Spain in the estates of Spain, which are the poorer parts, it's all fucking Ecuadorian. It looks like apocalypto. Like, it's all, I swear, when I was in Barcelona, I was taking a walk. It's all them Ecuadorian.
There people that are Spanish, but I'm like, bro, you are the most South American I've ever seen. It's like, really? It's like, Peru.
It's all them. It's Peruvians and all that. And you know the ones that proper look like Indioso. It's them stuck in. Not even the ones that can pass for Esau. The ones that are looking like proper like Indioso. They're stuck in the La Ghetto of Barcelona and all that. Serious, bro. I see it, man. Yeah, I got some more, man. So it's just funny that that's happening to them too.
No, it's
the States and that.
Because that's the thing, it's like even over here as a whole, the whole idea of British or whatever, that's big, like man already knew from there. But then it's like that's really broken down. Because why? It's like now that you go into these different areas, you're gonna see the England flags get put up everywhere.
Right, so it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their power, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Heavy civil unrest. And that's the thing, it's been like even over here as well, similar to how the equivalent of like that woman being shot by the coppers in the States is like over here where you've had what they called the protesters, the Action for Palestine, whatever, one of the groups where they basically said they got categorized as team because they were saying like what certain actions they did, and that's like for you to protest, then you'll count as domestic team. And then that basically classification lets them bring a certain level of like gun police can come out, they can grab you up, throw you in jail, they can search you, they can check your devices, they can do a bunch of other things where if you don't let them do it, then like you're cooked, done. And that's the thing, is that over here is the equivalent where they can say okay, and then it's like even what we're doing, they classify it as a protest.
Yeah.
So then they can just say, oh well, okay, they're protesting underneath X, Y, Z, or they're talking about X, Y, Z topics. So they're classified a certain way. So it's domestic team, and that's how they're going to try and ramp these things up. And that's the thing, is we're seeing it in real time, but obviously it's for certain people, their eyes have been covered. Their ears have been blocked out from where they can't really piece it together. Because why? Their role is to be a victim within all this. That's the thing, is most people are not really going to accept the reality of it until it's there, like right in their face.
So simply what we're saying is Jacob's trouble is coming. That's it. Jacob's trouble is here.
That's true, man.
The hour of temptation is upon us.
Yeah,
where you're going to have to make a choice. Are you going to say yes to the chip or are you going to say no to it? Right? That's why all this is happening. All this shit going on in the world, it just falls down to one decision, one question: to chip or not to chip.
Yeah.
All right? You're going to get your head chopped off, or you're going to go and get the chip and live in the mark of the beast system. All right? Because that's the only reason why all this is happening.
And it's really
We
only
can go into the finer points, the finer details, which through the spirit we will do. You know what I mean? But you gotta always remember the underlying factor is the hour of temptation is upon us. The mark of the beast is upon us. Jacob's trouble is upon us. Alright?
And it's only really for Jake where it actually matters. Because as far as for the heathen people in the world, a lot of them are just going to take that. So that's going to seem even more overwhelming. I read this, Isaiah 24 and 4. Oh wait, let me
You can read it, it doesn't matter. I'll come back to it.
Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. And even says, transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. The system that your people within now, what we just passed with Christmas and New Year's. Those are two high holy days on the left-hand side. They're basically honouring ancient religious customs, pagan religious customs. That's what they go back to. They might have dressed up in a new modern setting, but then that's really what it's about. And then these are the reasons why this current system has to meet its end.
Yeah.
But then the means by which that's going to happen, that's the going to be spectacular.
And the Lord showed, I'm sorry. Yeah?
Go.
And the Lord showed you the beginning of before the new year even came in, how He's going to kick this new year off. And it was started off with death. And it came into the new year with death, invasions and whatnot. All the type of shit's happening. So the Lord set the tone already over this, the beginning, the first few days of the new year, the supposed new year, the tone's been set.
And that's how a lot of that's how post 2020 really, all these years have been. The year kicks in, then within the first week, 2 weeks of January, you have madness popping up. Because people didn't even get the opportunity to be like, oh, maybe 2026 is going to be different, blah, blah. No, now you're contending with that. There's whole different scale of it. A guy can just go in and grab up a leader of a country with impunity. No one's saying shit.
That's if you got the mind to think like that. Because most people would just say, the turn off the TV.
I don't want to deal with that.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I don't need that negative energy in my life,
It's typical.
Let me read this quickly. It's an article, from theguardian.com. The headline reads, gutting of key US watchdog could pave way for grave immigration abuses, experts warn. Alright, so this is from the 30th of November 2025, last year, a couple months ago. Alright? So it says, former oversight officials alarmed by dismantling of DHS system that oversees complaints about civil rights harms. Right? So it says the federal watchdog system at the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, that oversees complaints about civil rights violations, including immigration detention, has been gutted so thoroughly that it could be laying the groundwork for the Trump administration to abuse people with impunity. What do you see going on right now? What did J.D. Barnes say about when the guy gets shoot clapping that innocent white lady in the head? Right? They said that he was really right. I just shot a man. And that was right.
Classic shit.
No one was there to say nothing. They were like, shut the fuck up. Like, alright, cool. You just continue with your business.
Came out that.
Shut up!
That was amazing.
That is classic.
Yeah. Former federal oversight officials have sounded the alarm at a rapid dismantling of guardrails against human rights failures at the same time as the government pushes aggressive immigration enforcement operations.
Aggressive, basically a military style fucking
Yeah.
capturing you with by force.
Yeah.
You know?
A group of
No, just saying military style operations.
a group of watchdogs, a group of 5 watchdogs has filed a whistleblower complaint to Congress through, and this is the thing, Congress, Trump is like, you can't chat to me, Congress. I'm gonna do what I wanna do.
Anyway.
Right? He's setting the president from going forth. This is tyranny. Alright? He's establishing that NWO. Okay? That's why Nathaniel Rothschild's clapping him on.
And as you know, people as well, because I saw people on the social media and stuff commenting, different laws from the Constitution. But then what you don't understand is Esau, don't you get it?
That's been getting bro. The what do you call it? Was it the Patriot Act already done that? Like from then,
Infrastructure's in place
they
already.
like, and the thing with that is like, bro, every president maintained that. Obese came in and maintained it.
Biden.
Trump came in, maintained it. Biden came in, maintained it. Trump's gonna maintain it again. That's why it's not. It's one of those things. It's like, especially with it's the same thing over here. The laws, basically, the powers that were given to the police to deal with like more powers to deal with protesters. Bro, they're never gonna. Why are they gonna take those away? They're gonna hold people stop protesting like that. Guess what? Give them to them. No, they're gonna keep them.
Alright, so I'll just read a little bit more. It says a group of 5 watchdogs has filed a whistleblower complaint to Congress through the Government Accountability Project, and a coalition of human rights organizations sued the administration, demanded the employees be reinstated. There is deepening concern that a system of oversight that was already weak is now hanging by a thread, even as criticism surges over treatment of detainees in the ballooning immigration jail network. So the only reason why I read this is just to show you that these things are already in place, right? These this ideology, these things that are happening today are a ripple effect of laws that were, an agenda that's been set into motion already. This is why you're seeing this innocent white lady get shot in the head. Why? Because this is a byproduct of what legality they've been put in place prior. Right? So there's more to come. Even there's another article that says this ain't gonna be the last one. These guys are masked up. You don't know what they look like, and they can just come into your name. You don't know who they are. They don't have no badge number for you to set up a complaint. There's no criminal complaint system. They just have liberty to go about the place and crack people in the fucking back of their head and say, "Fuck you, bitch." Keep it moving.
Or stuff you in the back of a damn van, saying you ain't got paid, you're illegal.
They put you in a corn shucker clink or the alligator Alcatraz. They've got all these different infrastructure set up in place whereby you're going to be rounded up and thrown into a concentration camp, an internment camp.
So it's
Nazi Germany all over again.
Nazi Germany, it just shows
Fucking Stalin, the Gulag, all of that, man.
the Gulag. And this just shows you this is a totalitarian state, man.
Yeah.
But we still live in the world of the blind, man. People just.
Yeah, that's the thing is there's some people that are realizing it in America, because the significance is not lost on some that are paying attention, but most people are kind of anyone where it's like they're generally in agreement with Trump, they're kind of just greenlighting it, just like they're greenlighting most things, but they don't realize that they've basically been put in a web. I read this Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and upright grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment.
Right, these are all things. This is Esau's way, man. All right, Esau's whole thing is about what? Framing. Well, it's in Psalm 98. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with you that frame a conviction for a law?" That's Esau's MO. Right, this man has been, unleashed by the Heavenly Father, from the pits of hell to basically go about the world deceiving people. All right, and people are brought into that deception. Just because someone does good, 3 out of 4 times, that 4th time where you don't do no good, that may be the hook, line, and sinker. That's where you get the knife in your heart.
It's too late.
And you can't, it's too late. You can't believe you thought that was your best friend and you realize, wow, you never.
Well, them fucking spicks are seeing that now.
Yeah. They voted for Trump.
Yeah, and all the people that vote, all these people that voted for Trump, you're seeing. You know, he ain't what you thought it would be. Even other good old boys.
That's the thing. I was like, bro, even with Esau as well, they were saying like, what, the price of eggs is meant to go down. The price of eggs went up. There's things they were expecting, like, oh, they're going to do X, Y, Z. He said, oh, it's going to bring back, not construction, bring back jobs.
He's going to bring back the factories and all that. The great days of Detroit and all that.
That's done. That's not going to be in the NWO, bro. That's like, what? Who the fuck's doing that? But then what? It's you know, the distraction of, oh, we're getting these migrants out, so you're gonna be able to go and do them jobs and you don't do anything. But obviously, that's the, you know, how wily the serpent is. You know, he's using his wiles, because that's the thing is, it's a sweet tale. It's a charming tale. Most people are being lulled into a state of sleep. Because why? They're kind of receiving just enough of what they want. It's similar with, even in the UK with Labour getting in. Those people that were like, oh, finally Labour's back in after X amount of years, they're going to fix this, they're going to fix that. But then it's like, even under Labour, it's like, what, immigration's gone down, all these different crises that have happened, they've not been solved. The various issues people still have where they're realizing, like, damn, these things aren't working out in our favour. Even, what's his name? Keir Starmer was like, oh yeah, you know, it's fine what happened in Venezuela. Like, that man are taking already taken up that stance. But then really where we're gonna see the contention between the EU and the US is with Greenland. That's basically the second spot.
Yeah, because now you're attacking the other Edomites, basically other Edomite shit in it, basically. You know? Yeah.
And just like with Brexit, where it was internal, it was like Esau Prime, said, oh, blah, blah. That's basically can't be turned back from. Because there are people saying, oh, the UK should rejoin the EU. But then in reality, it's like it's done.
That's done.
Like, what's even there for the EU to gain by even letting in the UK?
See that move that they did on Maduro as well. What we got to look at next is the next move they make in the Iran. They got to invade Iran. That's the one. That one coinciding with the mark of the beast is the end game of the system, because they're not going to be able to run up in there and take them ayatollahs like they did to Maduro. That's a whole different ballgame.
They want to take them by the that thing,
not the kufi, the fucking. I don't know, man. They got their way.
The Taliban.
Oh, I know what you mean. I was like, fucking, what is that? I don't even
turban. Take them by the turban. That's what they're going to do. They're going to yoke them up by the turban.
Basically.
And throw them inside a jail.
Iran ain't the ball game of Venezuela. And according to prophecy, that move is going to be. Yeah, that move is going to be a kick. Which the Lord is going to make them do it. But according to prophecy, that move is going to be basically.
That's going to seal your fate.
Your end game.
Yeah, because even remember, this is what you said it. You put it out Revelation 12 and 12. You said it, you know, the devil knowing that as a short time coming down with great wrath. This man, basically, all the moves that he's making right now is to the point, to the tune of, you know, him knowing that the time is short. Again, this is why in the final Rothschild, I was clapping out for Trump. I can't say that enough. Yeah. Right? Because Trump, prior to this, what was happening? The whole Jeffrey Epstein thing was hot in the news. Right? All they kept talking about was, oh, Trump released the files. And when they finally released them, there was a bundle of information that everyone was already aware of. Alright, but now, you know, he's changed the tide of things by doing this move. This has put away all that, you know, that rhetoric that was out there before, the approval ratings being so low, and those people that were heavy MAGA alliance supporters were basically looking at Trump as if this guy, he's fucking full of shit. I thought he was gonna be like the other one.
Yeah.
Nah, he wouldn't be like the other one, but now him doing this, he let his balls hang. All right, but now it's gonna have a snowball effect because there's more to come. Lord willing, you see through the Spirit of the Lord.
Oh yeah.
Apostle Trump,
It's gonna spiral.
Elder Apostle Tahar, basically said that you put the Jacob, the time of Jacob's trouble to the time of this year.
Yeah.
All right, which says a lot because when you see what's going on, all right, it really is that's the temperature.
That's the temperature.
All right, we're seeing that happening right now. What you got?
I still got Ezra. Right? So second Ezra 15, and I'll start at 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right, and this is what we're seeing happening, culminating right now. All right, you can see the wolves circling the pasture basically.
Closing
right?
in.
Closing in. Right, and cutting off the corners, setting the snares. Because as you can see right now, everything that's going on, this ain't just, it'll get better, it'll go back to normal. No, that's not the case. Everything that's happening right now is set up by design to catch you with a snare. Right?
Mm-hmm. Some more here.
Yeah, go on.
Right? It says, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right, it says men shall be afraid. If men are going to be afraid, what's so much more the women? Right? And really, the time that we're in right now is a very, scary, the gravity of the time that we're in, it won't set in for a lot of people until when it's too late. Right? When you see the walls closing in, that's when you actually realize, oh, fuck, like, how the fuck did we get here? Because it's that heavy.
Seeing I think it's feeling the pressure. Because until it hits certain aspects of their life, it doesn't become real for some of these things.
Yeah.
And that's really where they might be like, they go to work and they might be like, okay, work's done. The monetary system or whatever is done.
Yeah.
Certain things get done where they can't just enjoy their day to day. That's where we get them like, we're fucking done out there. And that's the reality of the matter. Is as far as the only reason people now are really going around enjoying themselves, because when it was New Year's, they could go out, get smashed, have a party, watch the fireworks, do whatever. And then as soon as it gets to like, okay, well, you go out and do certain things, ICE agents coming in saying like, yo, where's your papers at?
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be, that's when I realize, oh shit, oh fuck.
That's it. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword.
We're not Jewish.
Oh, you're not Jewish? Is it Israel?
We're Israelites.
Oh, I see.
Where you
What's
from?
the difference? I'm from Israel.
Okay. What's the difference? We believe in the whole Bible, basically. Yeah. Are you familiar with
That seemed like 12 tribes of Judah. I was like,
That's true 12 tribes of Israel, yeah.
oh, yeah.
So wait, what's your background?
I'm like native to Israel, like my family.
Before the...
Before it's established.
Oh, okay. So do you see, like, what faith do you follow?
Judaism, yeah.
Okay. Because where it is, so you say you're there prior to like everyone moving in. Okay, that's interesting. Because basically, where it is, we go by the prophecies of the Bible. But you did say you mentioned what's the difference. Because the whole book, well, unlike Christianity, Christians tend to lean only on, they'll say the whole Bible, but they'll lean on the New Testament. They'll say stuff like the God of the Old Testament is different to the New Testament. So basically, where it is, what we believe is, we believe these people that sign are the primary people that pertain to the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so on and so forth. So that'd be the so-called blacks in America, Hispanics, Native Americans.
Are they also part of the tribes?
Yeah, because where it is, according to the prophecy in the Bible, it says that we might read it. Go on and read it, read it.
Deuteronomy 24:68.
In the Torah.
And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So this is the curses that was put upon the Israelites going back. This is coming when Moses came out. basically prior to going into the land. And he basically said that if you don't follow these laws, I'm going to scatter you all over the earth. Okay?
And there thou shalt serve other gods which thou neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Right. So that's, and they're going to be given over to idolatry.
So, in the 12 tribes, is it like you said, Hispanics, and then Native Americans,
And
Black
Black-
African Americans.
Yeah.
And then what other like, where do like the Jews that lived in Israel for a long
And,
time?
well, this is the thing, because...
I've got something for you as well.
Okay, go on.
I'll read this
Is it on the
quickly.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So it says,
We'll read this.
Isaiah 1 and 7, it says, your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire, your land, strangers devour it in your presence. And it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. So that's going into the real people. The people that are in there now, bro, are not, they weren't there for centuries and generations. Because the real people that were originally in that land, right, from 70
A lot of them
AD,
dispersed to other parts. Last
exactly,
after
but when
Romans
did that
conquered, right?
Exactly. So if the Romans conquered it and these people got dispersed,
Yeah.
according to the Bible, they wouldn't go back till the Lord comes back. So
Yeah, that's true.
who's
That's
there
how-
now?
Yeah, that's what a lot of Jews like. People like.
So
like,
the thing is, according to
they're against it.
but brother, look, according to what's happening now in the state of Israel,
How to replace
they said after World War II we came back to our land. That's what they said.
No, but diaspora of Jews don't believe in the establishment of the official Jewish
But
state.
according to the Bible, the true people have to be returned back to that land. at
Yeah,
some
after.
point.
So that's why a lot of you see a lot of Jews against the establishment of Israel. Because
So,
of that,
yeah.
religious ones, Orthodox ones, they keep everything.
This is the thing I want to find out. So you said so when you say your family was there prior to the people that are there now, what's the history of your family?
They were just in Jerusalem, like in places. Yeah.
Prior to
to the establishment of Israel. Yeah, there's still a lot of Jews there.
before the Balfour.
Before 19.
Well, this is the point I
Bro,
was going to
where's
get
your
to.
family from? Like,
No, he's saying they were there.
But where's your? Is like what?
They could've
What,
just been
what
there.
are you? What are
Just
you
like
like? Are you?
I'm Mizrahi, it's like Middle Eastern Jew.
So you're Middle Eastern, yeah. So like where? Like near? What?
In the city of Jaffa, which is like
Oh, and then Joppa, which would be
Yeah, so-
Joppa,
so-
the coastal town, right?
But you see,
By the sea.
but you see, the bulk of those the Jews that came after World War II, where were they coming from?
they came from Europe because they
Yeah,
got
but
dispersed by the Romans.
He's not saying that. He's saying he was there.
Yeah,
His
before.
family was there before.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm only tailoring it to him. I'm
Okay.
gonna, because
But
I know
you're
what you're
talking about
saying.
the ones that come from like
Elsewhere.
Europe, right?
Because okay, we'll nip it in the bud. Those guys that come from Europe,
Yeah.
they
They're still
retain.
tourists.
They're imposters for the most part. This is because it goes back to the Khazarian
Khazar Empire.
Khazar Empire,
Pagan Bullet.
Pagan Bullet. So a
You've
lot
heard
of
of
them
them.
took on
But
because
you
of the
never know
pressure
with
of
this
the
piece of
time
shit for lucky.
when you had the conquest of the Christians and then you had the conquest of the base of Islam.
Mohammedan
basically.
Empire.
The Crusades.
The Crusades, that's what I'm talking
yeah.
about.
The Crusades.
So during that time, they basically was getting pressured, so they took on religion of Judaism.
But Judaism was oppressed in Europe. They hated Jews in Europe.
But they're not. But those guys, there's a reason why they hated them because their business practices, and they basically like even in Germany, because they set out. There's a lot of propaganda whereby they were saying that like Germans hate us, but they were the guys behind the porn industry. A lot of like business practices.
They really listen, the majority of people that call themselves Jews today, the so-called white people, they're really the descendants of Edom. Have you heard of Edom?
Yeah. But what is that? What does that connect to these types?
But that's
But
why
this
this is why
is
we're
a-
saying it because my point was to say those people over there, they're not the real Jews. Now
Ethiopian Jews.
their philosophy.
No, but
their
stick to this
imposters.
point. Stick to this point.
No, but you see what you're doing, man. You're
Oh, no, I'm
taking
asking
away
a bunch of questions,
because
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm dealing with him as far as what he's saying. Because the reality is, our people are scattered. Yeah. So in regards to you, okay, when we were scattered, we were sent all over. You mentioned the Roman Empire, 70 AD.
Yeah.
Right, where there was an end to Judea. Right, where everyone scattered, run away because the Romans ceased to recognize it as a state of origin. So now you had the children of these tribes. You had the tribes here, Simeon on down, the so-called Indian tribes. They left during the time of the Assyrian Empire.
Oh, I see.
So you know about the
Iraq,
kingdom of
yeah.
Israel. So they basically, when they got taken under that empire, they never came back. And that's where you had the Ethiopians. If you know about the Book
The
of
queen,
Kings,
yeah, the queen of-
not Queen Sheba. Are you familiar with the Book of Kings? Because it's part of the
No,
it's part of the Tanakh.
no, I'm not.
You haven't read the Tanakh
No,
because you
I
got the
read
Torah.
a little bit of it. But not
Okay, because see, this is you should know this because you know
Judaism.
your
I mean, that's
yeah,
real, like, yeah,
it's your history.
But
Because
it's not just
basically,
everything that's like,
More like
it's there. But
what makes them non-Jewish?
no, but this is my point. You don't know because you're not familiar with the history. That's why you're saying this because the history was these tribes were taken out by the Assyrian Empire. When they got taken out, they replaced them with Babylonians. So you got Babylonians moving into it, which were known as Samaritans after a
So
while.
we're talking about the one, like, since my family lived there, so does that mean out of those 12 tribes, my family's a part of them since they stayed in this?
Well, that's my point I was going to get to because them Ethiopian Jews.
No, I'm not Ethiopian. I'm just saying.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah.
to you.
No,
I'm trying to
I just have
say,
a lot of questions out.
yeah. I'm just saying those Ethiopian Jews, they go back to that time.
Yeah.
So my point is, they were taken out of the equation. Then there was only certain tribes left, along with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And this is why this is why you say you're a Jew, because it goes back to the kingdom of Judah. So you're saying you're a Jew because like where does the word Jew come from? Come from Judah, but you're not sure about it because basically you're really what you.
Yehuda is the first like Jew. That's the word.
I know, but then what about Benjamin? What about Levi? What
Yeah,
about
those are
Esau?
different tribes, right?
Right. So when you say Jew, you're practicing it as a you're speaking of it as a religion as opposed to being following the laws of Israel. You know what I mean? So now my point
Oh,
was
you're talking
Jew.
about modern day Israel.
No.
Oh, you're talking about
talking about ancient Israel.
Yeah.
We're known as the Israelite people, the Hebrew
Yeah.
Israelite people. But Jew is one tribe, it's one set of people. So now with you, what it may be, maybe you're Israelite, maybe you're not. Because if you're saying your family was there prior,
Yeah.
what happened is, as a brother read, when our people were scattered all over the place, yeah, some of our people went towards Iraq and they settled there and they continued to practice our beliefs, and then maybe they moved back over there. But if you're bunched in with the other people that are there, they're Amalek. Right?
Yeah,
Now if
but
you're
what if they kept it for thousands of
But
years?
it doesn't, it's about bloodline.
Yeah, bloodline. Yeah.
It's about bloodline.
Yeah,
if
there's
they
no
kept it for
intermarriage.
thousands of years, there's a good chance
That they, yeah.
that you're Israelite. There's a good, but at the same time,
Judaism it comes through the mother side, no?
No,
no,
the
it
father.
comes from the father's side.
That's
Let's read it in the Bible. Let's
Yeah,
read it in the
numbers.
Bible.
What Bible are you reading from? Is it from the?
We're reading it from the King James version, but we can go back to the Hebrew.
precept
Let me get it.
Yeah,
We
because
can
the,
go-
the
it goes
King
back
James
to the
is more
Hebrew.
is
The English
Testament.
translation.
it's a transliteration. It's like a
Because we're gonna read from the Torah, Numbers.
Yeah, so this is Numbers.
But why does it?
Numbers 1 and 18.
Why does it work?
Why does it come from the father side?
We're gonna read it now.
Numbers 1 and 18. And they declared, they assembled all the congregation together.
And hold Exodus 1 and 6.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees.
Their pedigree.
After-
You know what the word pedigree means?
No, I'm not familiar.
Pedigree goes back to pedi meaning feet, like a pedicure, a foot, and gree goes back to genealogy. So the start, like the end of the root of your lineage. Go and
And
read
they
it.
declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So
According
they
to the
declared their house.
But the only way to prove that you're Jewish to your mother because she carried you in the womb.
How, prove that in the Bible or in the
No,
Torah.
no, but I could pull up like
You gotta prove because if
Right,
you gotta base, what are you basing that on? Because we're going into the Bible and showing you in the book of in Torah, the book of Numbers, they're saying that they assembled. I even say use some hassle. Israel. Do you remember all the children that Israel had? Do you remember all of them?
no, I'm not familiar.
Okay. You're doing very bad for a Jew, my friend.
You know, but it's not. I think you're following different. You're following.
No, it's the same. It's the same. It's in the Torah.
in the
following a
Bible.
translation of it though.
Yeah, but you could say the name.
If you quote
If you
the
say the name,
scripture,
Where did the Puerto Ricans and Cubans?
No, you're getting lost on that. I'm talking about, I'm saying Israel, how many children did he have?
12.
Nah, he had about 14 if my memory. Because you had Dan and Dinah as well. He had a daughter.
Now,
Where's-
that's all.
Where's his daughter?
I'm not sure, but I think like if they follow it nowadays, then they will follow it.
No.
That's not how it works, bro.
Put the point though.
They tied it
Isn't
back
he
to
proving-
DNA ancestry also.
Okay, where's DNA in the Bible?
You know,
Where's DNA in the Bible?
I've got a
Wait, hold on. Where's DNA in the Bible?
I mean, it's tied back to.
But I'm saying, think about it. Prior to there being any DNA, how would
They
they?
were Jews before they were DNA.
How would they know?
They
that?
would have classified themselves in some means or way.
Now, and that's why I'm saying this is your point, because this is why I said this. You said they established their lineage by their daughter, by the
by the
mother's line.
mothers, yeah.
Where's the mother? Dinah's the one woman that was
So
born
we
from
know
Israel.
certifiably.
She's not here.
Can I take a photo of that?
Go ahead. She's not on the list.
That's a
The
great,
one
that's
girl,
a great point, man.
the one woman,
Yeah.
she's not here.
Officially
That would prove
related.
your point. That would say that everyone's an Israelite through Dinah. Judah, it doesn't matter because it'd be about who was Judah's wife. That would be the question.
Yeah.
Who was
No, but
Benjamin's wife?
but it was given through God to a man and made him and his wife Jewish.
But then why was Judah mentioned?
But it was never mentioned through the father.
We just read it.
Wait, hold on, bro. Think about what you're getting lost on what, and this is showing you, like you guys don't have the truth.
No, you don't.
Right? Judaism isn't according to the Bible.
Oh,
It's not reality. According to the Torah, it's not true. Because for you to say that is off.
I got this.
Yeah.
Go on.
Because you're talking about, if they still worship it now. John 4:19, the woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is a place where men ought to worship. Let's say Jesus, just so you understand, saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Yeah. And then you know what? I got a quick one here.
I kind of gotta go, but I understand your point. Sorry about that.
Cool, man.
But it was nice to speak to you guys.
Feel good, man.
Right, man. Take care, man.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
Take it easy. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Save lives.
Proverbs 8 and 4, and you can go. Proverbs.
Be Amalek.
Exactly. That's what I was
Because
thinking.
it's
I
like
was
the
thinking
truth was bouncing off like.
Funny thing to turn around.
the dude might just be one of them fucking. He might even just be one of them fucking. He might even be an Assyrian. You know them fucking heathens and them centuries. You're not
That's
the
what I'm
people,
saying,
man.
yeah.
It's like, bro, it's like just
And
you've been
I was
there.
only giving him the benefit of the doubt
Yeah,
because he
good,
said
that's
he's been there.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's
But I
good.
wanted to see, okay, what are you gonna like? Okay,
The
what
joke
do you
is,
know?
you know what's funny, Fab? Because I was even thinking he didn't have that European Amalek energy.
Yeah,
That spirit.
he did.
So I was thinking, what is this guy? But then you know what? He could just be one of them Assyrian
Yeah, so he's
remnants,
gonna
man,
do-
that was oppressing Ephraim and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
He has that. Yeah, could be that. Had that spirit, man.
But that's the thing, it's like with bouncing, man was stuck on, goes to the woman. Show man in the scriptures, it's like, I don't know the Tanakh, I don't know. My bro, it's
He didn't even
plain.
know dying. He don't even know like don't even know the tribe.
No,
He
it
don't
goes
know.
through the mum. That typical Amalekite wisdom,
Like,
man.
where does it say that? Like, how do you
It's
know
like-
that?
It's like through the
DNA.
through the
DNA
scriptures.
where? What? So they were doing DNA tests back then. What we
It's
talking
like
about?
fucking
Man?
DNA.
That shows him that he's of the, you know, you are
Yeah.
your father, the devil.
Exactly. And I
The
got
loss of the father you will do. Whether he's an Israelite or not, right? But
It's just
Well,
the spirit
God.
of it, so
he's in it. He's in the spirit of things.
bro, that guy had that, and after a while observing, he had that 1,000-yard, like,
Yeah. His wall got rocked in it.
yeah, for real.
Because that's the thing, it's like, he doesn't know his shit. Evidently, he didn't know his shit.
Let's get some scriptures.
Proverbs 8 and 4.
Get Exodus 1
Unto
and,
you,
7 as well.
Proverbs 8 and 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. So the Heavenly Father deals with the men, always. And it's in the word, man. And you see, Esau knows that. That's why Esau has everything he done is everything Esau has done is back adverse to the scriptures.
Yeah.
Women first, the woman worship and all that. Even that nincompoop, what do you say? Oh, you're a Jew because, you know, the mum incubated the baby and all that.
Yes.
That's what
Oh, that's it.
where's that? What about the man? The seed of the man went into the woman to create that spirit. And furthermore, the brother made the point that Israel, the Dinah, the sister, she was an official sister of that bloodline. She was not mentioned. You know what I'm saying? The tribe didn't come out of
That would be the
Dinah.
best claim. You could say, okay, we're Israelites because we all come from Dinah.
Exactly.
And then Dinah gave birth to Judah.
Exactly.
Or then there was a woman, a daughter named Judah, and then she had a husband, and then everyone's a Judah through the daughter that came through Dinah. There's none of that.
Exactly.
That ain't there. They ain't a matriarchal lineage that you can refer to in the Bible.
Oh, you know what else cuts that as well? The parable of the tares and the wheat. Because what does it say? It says
So
while
the
enemy came in, while men slept, the enemy came in and sowed tares amongst the wheat.
Yeah.
Meaning what? Basically, parabolically, Esau laid with the Israelite women and created his demons.
You know what?
You get it?
You want to grab that and go to the blue letter and look up sow these seeds
So yeah,
and see what the word there is for seed.
yeah.
I'll go ahead and say it.
Go ahead, yeah.
1 and 7. Exodus 1 and 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty.
It's before that 1 and 5 maybe, when it came into Israel in Egypt.
So Exodus 1 and 5. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt.
Read it again. What's that? Read that again.
And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob.
Read that again.
And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob.
All the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob, they came from Jacob's woolsack, to say it in the most cruel manner.
Yeah.
Right? They were floating around in these bull bags, and he shot him up in his wife. Right? There was the four mothers of the children of Israel, and the seeds came out as they came out. Right?
Yep.
That was how it was done. So let's read it one more time.
And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls.
70 souls, and they all come from the house, all right, of Jacob. That formed the clan at that time known as the Israelites. All right, and that came from what? Jacob the man. It was a patriarchal lineage. All right, there's no form of matriarchal foolishness.
I got this as well. Quick one. Second Maccabees 7 and 22. I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man, and found out the beginnings of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. So, that was a mother saying, I cannot tell you how you came into my womb. Because why it wasn't, it's not the mother that's forming them of some mystical art. It's, the man basically plants them within the child.
Yeah.
Within the child. It's like within the mother.
And then even it said, as far as even when you die, you're born again, reincarnation. The Heavenly Father is the one that's basically in charge of that. That's as far as what the woman went on to say. So not only is it that the Heavenly Father brought you here, but when you die and you come back again, He'll give you life again. So it shows you the depths of the power of the Heavenly Father and how little control the woman has in that situation. Right, you got that?
This is that Matthew 13:24, the tares, zizom, that word there, right?
I was talking about no seeds.
Oh, seeds. Oh, so there's sold is here.
You can check sold.
Why are they showing the seed though?
No, sold.
So you can go.
Oh, sorry. Because sold would be the point. The one. What did it say in the scripture again?
It's not the parable into King Levin's like a
sold seeds. Yeah, sold good seed. You can check sold and you can check seeds.
Oh, where the hell did that come from? Like, are you outside or inside?
Good question.
That's the mystery. I was like, let me present they got because otherwise I'll come back.
I say,
Yeah, that's a quick one.
Best to do it here. Look here. Which soul? But it's not showing it though. Why is it doing it?
You gotta press it.
Probably strength.
The seed. Okay, go to the seeds.
Seed,
in the same scripture.
Hold on,
Just
yeah.
hold it.
And then seed, including male sperm. Male sperm. There you go.
Okay, so
Yeah.
read the script. Hold that on deck. But
Yeah.
read the scripture first and then we'll bring it out.
Yeah, okay, so I read it. Matthew 13:24. That's a further cut, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew 13:24 says, bear with. Matthew 13:24 says, another parable put he forth. It says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So should I now
Carry on reading.
Okay.
We go back.
It says, so the servant of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow good seed in thy field? From whence then have it tares? He said unto them, an enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, nay, least while ye gather them up, gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into the barn. And another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seed.
That's the point. When I go back to the first couple scriptures and then get the etymology. So that's the parable.
Yeah.
Right, the tares and the wheat. Basically, this is the time we're living in now. Alright? Really, actually, that happened going back to the time of slavery. Right? We had Judah, Benjamin, and Levi taken, right, by force over to the Americas. That's basically what they were subjugated to. Alright? Hardcore bondage. Right? According to the prophecy written inside of the book of Deuteronomy 28. Right? It said that we'll go into Egypt by way of ships. Right? Egypt is basically a parabolic way of saying going back into slavery, right? Via ships. Right? And that happened during that time. Now that's how you had the whole tares being sold by Esau Edom when he enslaved us. He took our women, alright, some forcibly, and some just were happy to become bedwenches because, you know, he basically had us on the ropes, man. Had our way with us according to the prophecy, alright, and took our women and basically sold his seed in the mix. And it even was so wicked so far to basically say like they're not even Edomites, alright? That's
the one drop rule.
Yeah, the one drop rule.
Like he put his own kids in
Put his
captivity.
own kids in captivity.
Yeah.
Right? Some that may have had some kind of a benevolence, maybe, you know, set their kids up in a, you know, a hierarchical kind of role, but still within the instant, you know,
And it's still in bondage.
they're still in bondage. You know what I mean? They would have said, oh, this is my son. You know, give him a, you know, a higher role in the, you know, an office at the house or something like that. But they're still subject to bondage, right? But then they're now thrown into the mix of all the good wheat, the good seed of the Heavenly Father, all right? And they sold tares through generations.
Yeah, and there's the word the word for it in the blue letter. It says for that word seed, right? In Matthew 13:24, it's sperma. Sperma. Yeah. And it says sperma, including the male sperm, by implication offspring.
There you go. That's where you get the word. The word sperm that we use today comes from the Greek sperma, all right, which means seed. And it's really, you know, we can make it. It's why if that guy was there, we could have just simplified it to him and said, what is swimming around in your pool sack right now? Sperm, all right? What is that? It's seed, right? That's the word. What it means. It means seed in Greek.
Bro,
Right? Or when
if-
you go
if-
back to Latin or whatnot.
It's funny.
Even in
Latin.
Esau's stupid technology, stupid society we live in, two fucking dykes lick her licenses, right? Two dykes, right? They can't now. What do they need in order to bloody have a
There you
baby?
go.
Artificial insemination, as they
Yeah,
call
there
it,
you
or
go.
insemination.
Yeah.
They have to go get a fucking syringe
Yeah.
with a man's sperm and squirt it inside them to create the baby.
Yeah.
Right? Which one did they say? They said, what did he just say? Oh, the woman creates it. No, they don't, because two women cannot create a seed. The man has to create, is the creator, man. Right? And that's not that's never changed. And Esau knows that, man. The elites anyway.
Yeah.
But the Amalekite so-called Jews believe you're a Jew through your mother. No.
What kind of BS is
What
that?
kind of BS is that, man? You're a Jew through your father.
Because it comes from the line of Judah.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Exactly.
All right. So basically, the word sperm is the word seed, and that is floating around in a man's ball sack. So this, where it tells you there, the good seed came from the Israelites. All right. When you're talking about a woman, she doesn't bear seed. All right. She basically was made. Look, we can go back to Genesis. Adam. Right. Adam didn't have a wife. And the Lord saw it was good that he should have one. And she was a helpmeet unto it. She helped him in his life, taking care of him and whatnot. Also helped him to bring forth what? His lineage, right? To bear him children. So that's how it went. So all of that stuff, that matriarchal bullshit, that don't mean nothing, man.
Exactly.
That's all by design.
And you know what?
Right? And I really just it's a telltale sign as well that you don't have the damn truth, man.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about? It comes through the mother's line. What line?
And you can't even prove it through the scriptures. That's the key. The key thing is
That's it.
the word of the Bible.
Yeah.
Because as far as for us, we're proving it, compounding the proof
Through the
within the
scriptures.
scriptures.
And it doesn't, and you know what? You know what he said? They always tried to pull this out of the hat. The scriptures are written in English. So what? It's
Yeah,
translated.
that's
It's
the
translated.
With that, it's
She wants to read it to you in Greek, which we can.
Well, that's what we want.
Exactly.
It's like the thing is, even with that, as far as like, bro, quote the scripture. Exactly. You quote the scripture, it's going to be like, then we can get to, okay, we might go to the meaning of the word. Then we'll get to sperma, and then you're looking confounded.
Exactly.
That's the reality of the matter. But then it's obviously a thing. That's the thing is with understanding the scriptures, that's something that doesn't exist in this realm, bro. That's knowledge that's basically been hidden. Read this. Because it really comes down to, as far as for that guy, it's like it was not for him to get it.
That's it. That's the bottom line.
So it's even anyway. When you start saying that matriarchal shit,
Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here,
the
man.
fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So the book was shut to the time of the end, and now it's been opened. But then it's just as like it's very particular. Yahweh had to come to unseal the book, and then just like for us to get the understanding now, we really need the Holy Spirit to suck with us for us to receive the understanding. Because otherwise, if you're just trying to get through your own means, you're gonna be confounded like my man. My man said, "Oh, I read a little bit." Then it's that's the thing is if you know about Dina, then as far as
He didn't even know about her, man.
Yeah, but if you're, there's another thing
If
with
you
these
do-
fucking so-called, it's not,
Go,
yeah.
go, go, go.
They don't even stand on what they believe, and so-called where they're from. You're supposed to understand. You say you're
Yeah,
a Jew.
you're saying, "Oh, I'm
You're
from
supposed
the
to
land."
understand some of what you
Yeah.
are there.
But that's the thing is for them.
It's only
it's-
they've just inherited lies, man.
Yeah.
All these Amalekites and these whatever he is, a fucking Assyriac Jew or whatever the fuck he thinks he is. They've just inherited lies for generations,
Yeah.
man. They've inherited lies.
Yeah, man.
Because the thing is like he's just
Yeah.
he's prideful within like, oh, we're just there in the land. I'm like, bro, there were Israelites in the land. They got fucking destroyed, bro.
So, bruv,
Like
Japhites were once in this land.
Yeah,
Like
fuck,
people
man.
migrate, people are always in the
Yeah,
land.
different
Can-
lands.
Canaanites
What does that mean?
were in that land before, bro.
Exactly.
By just being in that land don't mean a goddamn thing, bro.
Exactly.
obviously,
As a matter of fact, the bloody Palestinians today, Philistia, and people when they say Philistia, they're equating it to these
Palestinians.
when it's really the sons of Ham and all that.
Yeah.
So that shows you how much people really know. You know?
That's a funny thing because you say that as be like, but you're meant to be tall, man. You're meant to be like Goliath. Where's Goliath from?
Exactly.
And that's how you know it's bloody Sudanese, man. Them man there, like, you know, because they're cousins to, they're Philistines and
Canaan.
Messiah, they're cousins, in it? They're closely related.
Them real Messiah, they're catching hell in South Sudan and all that. Like, they're having their wars and all that.
Yeah.
With Ishmael and all that. You know?
Ishmael's trying to get his blessing.
1 Corinthians 2 and 6, it says, "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world." We didn't even get to if you know, if he believes Yahweh shall come on the scene or not as well. Because it's like them man in the land, they're all confused on that. Then it's just like, what, you know, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
Well, just came to mind. He didn't really know.
She said that's the
You know, his whole thing was we were there at the beginning before, even before the Balfour Declaration. So what, man? What does that mean?
That's it, bro. I'm like, there's man which kingdom of heaven, bro. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't even mad about that, but it's like, okay, you say that. What is it like? What does it mean if you don't know what the word Jew means? Like, what is it?
Like, you
you can't
know
like.
shit, bro.
If you were there before them, you're meant to know everything.
Exactly.
You're meant to school us.
You're meant to
You're meant to say, no. No, that's not how you. If you would have said, we said Joppa, and they said, no, you pronounce it like this, Jaffa, yeah. And you say some shit. Okay, sorry, bro. Then we would go to no. Go to the be like, look, there's a manuscript.
That dude,
But then I would have been like,
that dude
okay,
looked like
you
he's
know
getting
some
ready to
shit.
go to a Drake concert.
There you
or
go,
something.
man. He looked like
He
that's
looked
what.
like that's
Bro, that's what
I
I'm
swear
saying.
that. Like he's gonna wear that.
OVO.
Yeah.
like fucking you.
Like he's
bro.
gonna go wear Nautica and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That spirit. Like, get out of it.
I was like,
Enjoy
that's
your
what
time.
we're there for.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Exactly.
says 1 Corinthians 2 and 6, "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. We speak the wisdom of the
Yeah,
Most
like the
High."
wisdom of that we speaking is the Heavenly Father's word, and part of the Father's word is exalting your Father, the man.
We
Right?
don't know
We come-
fucking DNA,
we come
bro.
from our fathers. Now, yeah, women are important; they have their role, but their whole system of this world, and in particular Judaism and all that, right? They all go opposite to the truth.
Yeah.
It's the wisdom of the world. To say the woman is the creator, is the wisdom of this world, man. That is not of the Lord, man. That's really satanic witchcraft, man.
It's old school witchcraft as well.
Exactly.
Woman worship.
The woman is the creator. No, the creator is the man. You know? And in the next world, it's going to become what? A patriarch's world, man. This is a matriarchal society, man. We were even talking about it the other day. That's where you get all them mouthy cockney women.
Yeah.
It's that matriarchal spirit. You fucking man. And all that. Wait your dad up, what he does? Where's your dad? Wait him up. And all that.
Howdy, guys, you good?
Yeah, yes, bro. Yeah, bro, we're filming something now, man. Come on, bro, we're doing something, bro. Come on, man. Bro,
Sorry,
come on, bro.
man.
We're doing something, man.
Sorry, guys.
Cool.
Sorry, guys. God bless you. Yeah.
Yes, God bless, man.
God bless you. I just wanna show my friends.
We're in the
That's-
middle
you know,
of something,
right?
bro.
We're teaching right
This is
now.
the good guys,
Yeah.
you know.
So, bro,
This is the good guys.
thank
God
you, man.
bless them. Yeah.
Yes.
God bless them. Sorry, guys. I'm
Take
so
care,
sorry.
man.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man.
Take care. God bless you, guys.
Have a good night, man.
Bless.
Have a blessed night. No,
Yes,
good
a
night.
blessed night.
Have a blessed night. Yeah.
Take care.
Anyway, he goes,
This is the Peggy Mitchell
that
spirit.
Soviet rum hit, that Soviet, that fucking.
He's one of them
that
guys that was
communist- that
down there in
communist-
2016. Cool.
Yeah, for real talk. Oh, yeah, he is. That Soviet fucking, that Soviet vodka hitting. You know, them dudes, they're different to Brits, man. Look how he's carrying himself. Anyway, what was we saying? That's the wisdom of
The woman worship. and
Yeah, exactly.
Modern, well, it's ancient witchcraft.
Yeah.
But then it's worldly wisdom now.
The
Where it's
wisdom-
like to exalt a woman. That's what you think about like Hollywood and whatnot. like what as Disney princesses, all these different things, like even like moms and whatnot.
It's all that matriarch crap, man. The woman worship. It is, bro. It's all in Hollywood. It's all in the minds of these people. You know, to where now they equate the Judaism with, or whatever, the truth with the woman as the creator, right? Which is totally not right, man.
It's funny, we should have actually said to him, you know, is Drake a Jew because of his mum
Well,
or
yeah,
dad?
well, it's funny because
But he would have said,
it came in my head the other day because Drake, there was a clip of him saying Drake went, I'm Jewish. The girl said, oh, you Jewish? He said, yeah. Well, my mom is, he said.
Yeah.
Well, that nincompoop is a Judite or wherever his father's from. His dad's from Kansas or wherever he's from.
yeah.
So you are what your dad is, man. See, and
Well, that's why you take on your last name of your father.
And
And
you know-
these are, you know, things that are ancient customs, but in this modern day and age, no one realizes your surname is adopted from your father.
Exactly.
Because that's your lineage.
Exactly.
That's why you have like Van, and you have Von,
Exactly.
and you have Mac, and you have O.
Morrison's,
Yeah.
son of. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about the father, man.
Yeah,
So even when they try to disacknowledge it, they acknowledge it indirectly.
yeah.
That's how the system runs, man. And it's funny because even how this society, that feminism, it's funny because feminism, which is the attack on men, they need men to attack to make it upstand. It's all really, It's all really about the man, really. It's just we're living in a.
It's reflective, like it only exists because.
And they need
It
to act
exists
like
'cause
men to be feminist.
Exactly. So it's all, everything's really about, it's still about the man. It's just we live in this bizarro world where the structure ain't set up properly.
I've got two more verses. So it says, verse 7, but we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory. So these things are hidden wisdom. Even realizing a man, like, not to exalt a woman, that's become a hidden wisdom. That's something you go to the ancient world, would have been like just, you know, straight standard knowledge. Everyone would have just known, like, oh, like, well, you know, exalt a woman, like what's going on with that? Even though they had forms of woman worship, the average geese ain't gonna be like, oh no, wait, what does my wife think about that?
Yeah, this is yeah, they would have had woman worship. You're right. In the ancient world, these things was there, but this is like come past the world. The scripture says it. It's a new thing.
That's what I'm doing.
You know, it's a
Read
new
it.
thing, man.
Jeremiah 31:22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
And that's the time we're in now. Women have compassed the man, basically. So even the hardest working man in the show business, this is a man's world. Yeah, that classic. But it won't be nothing, and all that. But bro, the reality is this is a woman's world.
Yeah.
There ain't a man's world, man. This is a woman's world, man.
Happy wife, happy life.
All of that.
That's the ideology of the man today. And it's even worse because these jakes, these new niggas, these two Ferdites, they're all about bag chasing and showering their girl with
Gifts.
Right? I heard Digger D, he said, you know, they said, do you trick? And he basically said, you got a trick to get the treat.
Yeah, that's the reality.
That's the
modern system.
world, yeah.
Exactly.
But then if you're kind of ballsy and you say like, listen, bitch, suck my dick, she'll suck it, man. I'm joking, but I'm kind of saying, like my point is like, what I'm getting at is, if you have a bit of a backbone.
Even people with the positions in society have to woman worship to get in there. You know, it's part of it's actually become the fabric of this world. It has, bro.
So now if you come along and you say like, bitch, please, I'm not doing that. They're looking at you, oh, there's someone else that will. Or maybe, which is another phenomenon of today, is where girls have the guy that is the wallet. You know, he's the purse. He's the basically
the pocket.
The pocket. Feeds your lifestyle, takes care of you. But then there's a big Mr. Big Dick that she just goes to, and he lives. He's wearing the same boxes he's been wearing for the past month. and he just slings out his rod and just gives her the business and then keeps it moving. She's just like good time.
They're
And
sport for choice, man.
that's it.
In this
Like
society.
now she can have, yeah, that's Mr. Big Dick. He just gives me the
But
dick.
you know
But
what?
he can take
Fun,
care
it's
of me.
funny as well.
You know what I'm thinking of?
I'm just
Mr.
thinking of a
Commodore.
grimy. Yeah.
Rick James.
I'm just thinking of some grimy.
Give me myself my records, nigga.
Yeah. When you keep saying it, I'm thinking of some grimy type of 50 Cent motherfucker.
Yeah.
That, you know, that just sleeps with wives and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Crime lord.
But that's the joke as
beads for
well.
eyes. You know, that black beads for eyes. You know what I'm saying? Yo, them demons. Them demons. You know them demons with them beads for eyes, like a shark.
Like he's,
Bro.
he's possessed by a demon, bro.
Them
Look at it.
cats, bro, them cats.
No.
But what I was gonna say to you, bro, you know it's funny because that's why in this society, the Western Empire, they hate the Eastern mindset to this day. That's why they always say, oh,
They don't let them
oppress
drive.
women.
Yeah.
They have multiple wives. They oppress women.
They
have,
can't drive a car.
they have multiple children and blah 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 with different women in the East. Women don't have a say. But when you go to all these people, they go to the Middle East today, and they live in well from the West. Where's the women being oppressed? Those women in the Middle East are, for the most part, happy. That's really more than
Fucking Waymo.
they're.
That's Waymo. So they're gonna be. So your answer is, the robot part.
No, I was about to say, you reminded me. Because they did an advert at the beginning of the year, they said they're going to introduce self-driving cars.
Oh, was that one
Yeah.
of them?
That's one of
say
them.
that.
That's one
Yeah,
of them. That's why I was like, okay. Because I saw the thing on top. I was
Basically,
like,
it's an
what the fuck was that?
yes, an initiative they're basically putting in place right now. So you got to remember, 2025, you have 2020 to 2024, the first 5 years of the decade. 2025 on beyond, we're probably gonna see a lot of changes.
Towards that,
That's it. So 2030 agenda.
because it's in Europe.
There you
They
go.
said like they were electric cars and then like driverless cars as well
It's-
as part of that.
It's mad because China's had them from time.
That's what I was
bro.
about to say.
But I think it's
time
I think Waymo.
Time, yeah.
I think San Francisco. I think Waymo's in San Francisco.
Yeah,
where
obviously,
they've been running it for a minute. But them bringing them into London is because I can't remember who we were talking about. Was it when one of the drivers? I can't even remember. But it's like it's something that they've been trying to push for a minute.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, it was that. And then it's like even with those, it's basically just the way London is as well with their roads is different from America. The way they go.
The grid kind of set up with the avenue,
Yeah.
City blocks, innit?
Skillnad Avenue, the shoe,
Yeah.
with the avenues and the streets,
Yeah.
numbered streets and numbered avenues. Would be a lot more complicated down here because
It's a lot of this shit's old as fuck. Old, like half of these, well, where we are in the inner city, there's half of these fucking like back alleys are just some old, like crusty alley that ain't even straight.
Job 20 and 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
right, the time that we're in right now, it seems like, donkeys, like this can go on forever and ever. When you look at every different society that came, or kingdom that came before this, it always looked like it would last forever. Right? If someone would have told the Babylonians that their kingdom would go down, they would have laughed. I'm talking from a diaphragm, they would have laughed you to scorn. They said, the fuck you talking about?
Never gonna happen.
Never. They would have said, this guy thinks we're gonna fall. Then with the Medo-Persian Empire that took them out of the place, you told the Mede, well, a good movie is 300. We had Leonidas basically saying, have a witty rebuttal or to Xerxes about the arrows of the Persians. He said they will fight in a shame. That was a real thing. The Persians had such a great standing army that no one, going against them was like insane.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah,
Guess
yeah.
what? They fell to Alexander the Greek, a 20-year-old kid. Imagine.
With so-called less resources than them.
Yeah.
Remember, because that was a fucking million-man army, so to speak, the Persians. That had more provinces than any kingdom ever.
Yeah, 120 odds.
Well, they really had it like that.
Yeah.
And Alexander fucking came and took them down.
swiftly as well.
Yeah. Took them down, bro.
I think it's like 12 years in like ancient technologies as far as using animals like and whatnot. Like the logistics of that is insane. But it really shows the ancient men were of a different stature.
And it was the Spirit of the Lord because he said it. It was written. You know, Isaiah 55, 10 and 11 tells you that the word of the Heavenly Father, you know, cometh down like rain, and it ain't gonna come back. Once it's said, it's gonna be done. And then after, if you told the Romans, you Romans, you're gonna be taken out of power, they would have laughed you as well. Said, all roads lead to Rome. Who else is gonna come? But then look, here we are now. And I could tell by the technological advances that's happening in this day and age that we live in, a lot of people think in their mind, how on earth can it ever fall? Well, the reality is that the canker is already there. It's already, you know, it's been sold at the base of
But
this.
it's been rotten.
Been rotten.
Been
From
rotten,
inside,
bro.
man.
That wormwood.
Yeah, the wormwood.
The system's been rotten, man. You mentioned, we were talking about it earlier, Babylon, the potholes in the society.
Yep.
Shit like that. That's part of the cankering, man. That's part of the rotting of you know, once you start to see an infrastructure of a kingdom decaying and ain't being. Remember, because Esau mainly puts most of his efforts into his military, you know?
In America specifically, we're speaking about.
Babylon specifically. But when you see infrastructure collapsing, that's part of the downfall of the society, man.
That's why, because when I always remember this, I was shocked when I
Feeling terrible.
was down in NY and I saw that there was potholes on Madison Avenue. Big Fifth Madison Avenue, man.
Ain't
I
like the
couldn't believe
movies
it.
and shit.
Because the last time I saw potholes like that was in our area where we used to live in back in the day. And I remember that was before they put the money in the local, the borough money into, you know, redoing the roads.
Yeah.
But I remember I was like, fuck, you know, the potholes there, I had to slow down, purpose had to drive real slow. Then one year everything got smoothed out. It was nice. And that's what we're talking about. It's greater London. It's not even it's not inner city London, it's greater London. Now we're talking about big boy Madison Avenue. Fifth Ave.
Bro, that,
This Mecca.
Even I see
Madison Avenue.
Yeah, it's Mecca. Yeah. Even I saw something with Hollywood. I was saying to you earlier, the guy went there. He said, maybe back in the day I would have cared, but now there was like human piss and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
The star, like it was a celebrity's name, had pigeon shit all over it. The fucking columns was all fucked up. He said, look, man, maybe this was a place to visit 30, 40 years ago in its heyday.
In the
Now,
80s, maybe.
now he said, I want to go back to where he wanted to go back to. The guy lived in Dubai. He said, I want to go back to where I'm from, man.
Dukes.
Yeah. Even you see people that are moving from Britain, Dubai, and that they don't even want to be here anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's most of
They
the.
can't eat bacon like that. You know, they got the the call for prayer going on. They don't give a toss.
They don't care,
man.
They're moving them because society. Because the thing is, you know what? Because over there, you know what, as well, in Dubai, it's tax free.
Yeah.
So you can work and you're not getting taxed.
Yeah.
And then to see what England did as well, we see recently what they've done, they imposed this new law where they're, I think to even get out now, they're starting to tax people. So people are leaving now, trying to get the hell out of it before all that rises. Because Dubai is tax free. It's a tax haven. You can open a business there. Once you start funneling money, it's all yours. So there's so much people. It's a place to seek opportunity. It's booming.
Which is what America used to do. That's what America, UK, France, Germany, these locations used to be booming. They were the spot to go. They were like, okay, you go there, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
It's funny because there's people that really don't know it's over, man.
Bro, you know,
I got no idea.
You know, made me laugh because on that Alicia Keys song, New York, and then people will act like, and when the dreams are made of, and then people will put like a clip of the subway all fucked up, crackheads fighting, like, you get me? When they'll have that song in the back, it's like humorous, but showing you have destroyed America. It destroyed the infrastructure.
It's the Big Apple, man.
The Big Apple.
That was like the greatest city on earth, man. That and LA are fighting for the greatest place on earth.
Right.
Where's Los Angeles? The city of angels, bro.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
right.
it's a city of devils right now, bro.
Like, it's all destroyed. And in Los Angeles, everything's boarded up. Most of the I think in the LA, the California, a lot of stores are boarded up.
Welcome to Hotel California.
Yeah, it's all boarded up and shit.
Have a beautiful time. You're having a beautiful time. It's a banger. The Eagles, in it. What was it? The Eagles. Hotel California. Listen, man. America's done. It's funny because outside looking in, I can see Americans that don't even know, like, it's over. Like, there's so many Americans over there in the UK. They don't, and I feel sorry for them as well because I'm like, I don't know why you're running over here. But it
It's been done.
Yeah.
It was done before American stuff. What do you do, bro? Like, you should have go somewhere, go Singapore, bro.
The opportunities is in them lands, bro.
Like, go elsewhere. They're
Spirit,
not doing well.
the spirit of prosperity is relocated. No?
I read this. Jeremiah 51 and 7 says, Babylon, Jeremiah 51 and 7, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken.
Right, it's been a cup in the Most High's hand. And all the nations are basically drunk, Babylon juice. That's why the ideology is spread abroad. Even so much so during the time of period, where at the point over there in Russia, they basically had, McDonald's and different, American enterprises that was over there, and they were prospering over there. They got in on the action. But then obviously when it got, shut down, that weren't extended over there no more. But that shows you how far reaching that cup has been to various different nations, even to the same people that are at odds with them. They say, yeah, we'll take a sip of that,
Yeah. That made all the earth drunken. The nations are drunken of our wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
Right, the nations. That's why now everyone's fed into that ideology. Everyone has, no matter, you had one of the weeks of Esau Edom basically speaking about how the regret of making the internet. They should have never made the internet, but by way of the internet, your ideology is, no bounds. Okay, it's basically been broadcast to places where, they got, even of meditating on this. I said I gotta wean myself from social media because I'm getting insight into things that I never had insight, but they're not even, when I think about it, it's like things that I like to know about, but it's like taking up precious time where I can be learning about something more informative, something more beneficial towards my salvation. But that's how much information there is out there. You might have been into art, graphic design, clothing, architecture, music, instrumentation.
Oh, you can get a fucking Harvard
degree, basically.
Yeah,
off the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah, masters, man. Like, that's how great. Well, we're in the information age. Let's keep it real. That's how much information is on the internet, right? And down to the point I'm initially saying is that with all that information available, people are fed into the ideology of the beast of drunk in the cup. All right. We'll go and read on.
Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. And that is really, truly, it feels sudden for the people involved. Because you can think, it's like, even at this stage, bro, if you were to transplant someone from the 50s, someone from the 80s, and then someone even from the 2000s to this day, and they also exist in the state of America, like they're gonna understand, like, nah, it's done. Like, all of them are gonna be like, nah, it's a wrap. Because there was, like, even the levels of prosperity they'll experience. Go back to the 50s, bro, they'll be thinking like, sorry, your house was how much?
Remember the movie Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser? Remember Brendan Fraser from
I
The
remember
Mummy?
that movie, yeah.
Remember Brendan Fraser?
I know Brendan Fraser.
And he used to do all them kind of like,
Action hero kind of role.
like they were kind of funny comedy.
Yeah.
He done a movie called Blast from the Past where it was basically his dad was like a bunker enthusiast, and he built this bunker because he thought the Russians were going to attack America. It was that period.
Okay.
And then basically they went under the bunker, and then the house actually crumbled. The house, there was like I think it was like an earthquake. The house
Or
crumbled and all
sinkhole.
that. Yeah, something like that happened.
Yeah.
But then they thought it was the nuclear war had began, and then he came. Brendan grew up in the bunker, and he came out years later. And when he came out to society, he was like, he came up to the above ground. He never
Yeah.
got new. And he's like, what the fuck's going on? There was sex shops everywhere. There was like,
Oh,
the society had changed
shit.
basically.
Oh, shit.
And then that was the kind of premise of the film, Blast
no, I
from the
need to
Past.
see that.
It's a good movie
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they thought it was like the nuclear war had came. Because his dad, in the back of his dad was getting ready for it. And when he was under the thing for so long, when he came up, he was shocked at what the city became.
Yeah,
Fucking
9
speed
days.
that guy was going.
Because that picket fence spirit is gone.
Yeah.
You know? So like, it made me think about that when you said if
Yeah.
someone could come back.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's the thing. It's like the reason people think it's still like the party's still going on is because they don't realize they missed the good times. It's like a man comes at 3:45 p.m., 3:45 a.m. to a party that's done at 4, and it's like man thinking like yeah. So he doesn't realize it's like bro, all the acts people want to see they're gone already. All the fine things they already left. They left it too, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's done, bro. So this is what how for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. And then the healing of it, the salvation, maybe we can put it back together. Maybe there's a means by which we can't you know, they're really possessed by that idea. Because why? They like one, they don't even realize it's that dumb. Like when you deal with politics and reason people are so invested, they think, oh, if we just change this, we just change that, blah blah blah, we can get back to the glory days. But they're not.
The glory's gone. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if they
But
told
this-
you the glory is gone.
The
Like,
scriptures
there is
call
no
it an
glory.
incurable wound.
Yeah.
You know? Babylon has an incurable wound. They can't patch it up. That's what the scripture says.
Bow for her, take balm for her. If it can be possible
Yeah,
that
if
you
so
heal her.
be.
Yeah, if so be that you can heal her. This thing that's been done is a wrap. Right?
Long overdue, man.
That's it.
Long overdue, man.
It's the same thing. Look at British Empire. We mentioned this last week. It's over, right? Like America came and took the dominion from over Britain, all right, and it's over. But only because you still got the buildings, you still got something.
Pound.
Still got the royalty, still got
The
Yeah.
pound.
Yeah.
And really, it's only because of the EUC, followed by the EU, that really maintain any form of influence. Because Brexit shows, if there was no European Economic Community, if there was no EU after, then the influence of the pound, influence of Britain would have waned significantly. A big part of what allowed them to maintain prominence was maintaining the pound within the EU. Because there was a point in time, I remember the point in time when the pound could get you $2. That shit was mighty. Like you'd be buying stuff overseas, and then that pound the mileage was legendary. Man would be going to the States buying things, flipping them easy. Was it say, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For a judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And yeah, that's everyone's gonna be looking to scarf her. That's why we're talking about was it Thailand's the one, Singapore's the one, UAE, Dubai. These places have come to spot because why? It's like who's thinking, yeah, if I come to London I can build up X, Y, Z.
There's no more life here, man. The thing is, years back, people could actually build a life here. Years before our era. Before our era.
Probably like the 80s, 90s were like the
Or
longest
the generation before.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
know
Our
what I mean?
parents, they came in, they could
build
get a
a life.
council flat, they could get all kinds of money, all kinds
Yeah,
of
free
loans.
education, free all sorts of
There you
things.
go.
There's no life here no more. You can't build anything here, bro. So that's why, like you said, the opportunity people are seeking it in other lands, and that goes back into that. And furthermore, people have, with Babylon, for example, America, the nations or even individuals that have gone there from different countries have made their money. Some people have made millions of, yeah, and they're getting the fuck out of there. They're rather take it to go back. You know?
Yeah, places where you used to call them like third world
Yeah.
shitholes
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like people have come here, max out their boats, gone back and brought up their shit overseas.
Like I saw in America, in Mexico, Edomites go to Mexico, and then basically what's happened is in certain parts they've hiked up the price for the public, the regular Israelites. So what's happened is they're rioting and that, smashing up the stores and blah 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 blah. Anyway, the one Mexican lady, I see her, then there was like an Edomite woman walking her dog, and she goes to her, she must have goes to her, I speak Spanish, she said to her, get out of our country, get the hell out of our country. I speak Spanish, she said to her. You know, like basically what they'll do to Mexicans, because it's a reversal. Because some Edomites, what they'll do, they know to live in Mexico is cheaper, and they just move there. They'll even do it in Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico is a province of America, and Puerto Rico is like it's a tax haven for people with money. So the rich Edomites will go there. But the Mexicans, they're now rioting, and then the Mexican lady, she must have went, speak Spanish, she said to her. I was cracking up, bro.
That's that's the same spirit as
speak Spanish, she said.
Going over to what the fuck is it called, to Spain and whatnot. Where they're moving there, but then it's like they're trying to live like it's Britain.
Right. They weren't having it, man.
And then they voted Brexit, and then I was surprised like they couldn't stay over it. Like that shit's funny.
Yeah, because but the point is, why even those Edomites, why are they fleeing Babylon? They know it's finished. They'd rather take their dollars and try and live better in another land. You know? But the people there, they ain't having it now. So the people are getting angry, bro. Do you have some more?
No.
Okay, I've got Daniel by it,
Yeah, might as well read that.
Alright, so okay. Daniel 5 and 23 it says, but has lifted up thyself against the Lord of heaven, and they have brought the vessels of his house before thee, and thou and thy lords, thy wives, and thy concubines have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the, meaning that's when they took the vessels.
Yeah, for the temple.
From the temple, that's to like the Babylonians.
And no celebrating, and then decided to drink.
Yeah. So it says, and have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and gold and brass, iron, wood and stone, which see not, nor hear, nor know, and the power in whose hand thy breath is, and whose are thy ways hast thou not glorified. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this was the writing that was written. This was the writing, and this writing was written. And this is the writing that was written, many tekel uprising. Meaning what? The writing's on the wall. That's what that saying comes from.
Yeah.
The writing is on the wall. When someone says that to someone, that means your days are numbered. People use it today.
Yeah.
It's funny
because they don't even
know where it comes from. People use a lot of biblical sayings today.
Yeah.
You know, when someone does something, you do this and that. Yeah, that's, you know, obviously they know that's biblical. Yeah. But there's a lot of things people will say biblical. Yeah. That, you know what they do?
They say you do this.
That's what they do. You do this and do that. But the thing is, people use a lot of biblical sayings. Oh man, you know what I was thinking of? That Moroccan, you know the one that takes it and goes, yeah, you know that? Yeah. You see them? They walk by. They know the spirit, man. Anyway, they get offended. But many tekel uprising. So he's saying basically, I hope I pronounced that right. Mufasid Slakia. I said uprising. Sorry, many tekel.
I was thinking, you know something I don't know.
Sorry,
I was confused.
Slakia, man. I find it hard with that word. I say you fasting. Right. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, the Lord have numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. Do you remember a few years back? You had what was that thing that they had up in the ozone, man? I forgot I forgot the name now. It wasn't NASA, man. It was one of those think tanks that they had. What was it? And then the writing was on the wall. Oh, remember they had that
SpaceX.
Was it SpaceX? What SpaceX?
Galaxy, Virgin Galaxy.
It was another one, man. See, I forgot the name of it, bro.
Amazon one.
But basically, they got the sign. They got that sign, and it said that basically the many. It was on the thing. I forgot the name of it, man. I forgot the name of it, but it was the brothers was doing the thing on it. I forgot the name. What was that? What's that? Let me not ruin it.
How long ago was this?
It was a few years back.
Oh, okay.
Let me not ruin it, man. But it said, shit, what was it? Anyway, so it says, Then this was the part of that. Okay, it says Tekel, thou art weighed in the balance. Balance is not found wanting. It says Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians. Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold on his neck and made a proclamation concerning him. That's it basically. That's it basically. So basically the writing's on the wall. So now that night the Persians came in.
The bell tolling on his kingdom.
Jag vill att råda vad de vill.
And I think it's the same thing for theirs. Like as far as we can see, the signs we've been given to look for, let us know the signs, most certainly writings on the wall. So everything's basically there. So it's been signposted. This place is on its way up.
It's been what? It's been this Hawaii said Shalom. Shalom, bro.
Shalom.
Yeah, man. Shabbat. Bro, it's been found
Yeah, that's what I
wanting.
was thinking. It didn't show up on this.
It came on here.
So we're gonna have to check it out.
So yeah, so it's been found wanting, man. Esau's been found wanting, man. Yo, I forgot that thing of it. Or was it shit, man? That is what it is, man.
Lord willing.
Come back to you.
Hey, but we're out, man. Lord willing, to next week. Be out there soon, man. Shalom.
Yeah, he's got nickel, but look at the